Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're now bringing you yet another game here in the SCA Regionals. This is Babel, and we're now going into the draft directly of Group A. And this is going to be the match between Resurgence and Renovatio II. Both of these guys have currently 3 points, so this match here is going to be pretty exciting. And already could see that the bans have started. So Resurgence with the map pick here on Dragonshire. Renovatio II with first pick and ban. They ban out Rhaegar, Tassadar. First pick on Greymane, you see Zagara, Thrall getting picked up here. That's very interesting to see Thrall so early on. In fact, Resurgence may just be the only team that still prioritizes Thrall a lot. And for Renovatio II, they also have the Chun and Uther getting picked up. Ban's going to be the Zeratul and ETC, so that's clearly because they don't want to deal with Zeratul. And on the side here for Renovatio, the ETC ban. Although they have the Uther, but they just don't want to allow ETC to go through to Resurgence. So here you can see a lot of crowd control coming from RSG already. They have Thrall Sundering, they have Zagara with the Devouring Maw, and Feldstad there with Mighty Gust. So it looks to be a very nice crowd control team here for Resurgence. For Renovatio II, Team 2, they have to be very careful about this next few pick. Chun getting picked up early on. That's the scary part. Okay, so they picked up Chun very early on. This could be a Cho'Gall. I don't know. I wouldn't like to see that, but I'm saying because there is no real reason to pick Chun so early on, especially when up against Resurgence. Resurgence is not going to pick Chun. Like, there's some other good heroes. But yep, it's going to be the Johanna, Chun, Uther, Greymane. Resurgence now with one last pick as well. Would like to see some DOT. Lunar's going to be okay, but they don't really have anyone that can win lane. Johanna maybe. Greymane is all right, meh-ish, but for Resurgence now, you got Zagara, which is a fantastic solo laner, and it will be a Malfurion to heal up the team. So no Rhaegar, and Uther went to Renovatio, but still Resurgence decided to go for Malfurion instead of Kharazim or Morales, deciding to go for AoE heal here. It's not much of an AoE damage, more like single target burst from Lunara as well as Greymane. So don't really agree with this Malfurion pick. I would love to see Morales a little bit better. But I cannot say that Renovatio won the draft because of that. We still think Resurgence draft is slightly better. That's because of the Greymane, I think. Being an option, the Greymane, Greymane's really good. Like I know that they prioritize Greymane a lot. We'll have to see how that works out at the end. Okay, so Resurgence versus Renovatio II, Dragonshire. Once we get a lobby invite, we'll go into game. But right now, as it stands, Resurgence, the favorite to win this tournament, up against Renovatio II, coming out of Philippines, who had a really good showing against FFKG from Malaysia. They were the second seed. I do know Renovatio II took up the second seed here in out of Philippines in the SCA Regionals. Resurgence would have slightly better time in the early stage here. But it will be tricky to play up against Chun. And definitely could be expecting Greymane burst in the late game. Greymane is just generally a very late game power spike centric hero. Like, you really expect Greymane to do a lot more bursts once he hit level 16. And before that, more or less just gotta get like, go for the throat as it went after level 10. Before level 10, he's really not gonna do much. I think that since vision is pretty important, Lunara may be going for natural perspective once again, instead of going for the Kuru Spores. Wall Vigor at level 7, and Starwood Spear level 16. Level 13, like to see the unfair advantage, but that's just the standard Lunara build that we're talking about. The other alternative here would be to go for straight out just a Lunara-centric build, where you have like the other build here that does Splintered Spear and just spread out damage to a couple of targets. But seeing that it's a Malfurion healer, would love to have the single target burst a lot more coming off Renovatio II. Thrall's got some level of sustain, so does Muradin. But it doesn't matter because you really want to go in and burst down the target. Greymane's going to really help with that, though. All right, so once we're ready, we're going to game. So far, in case you guys just tune in, this is the third match of this broadcast. We got 6 matches lined up for today. The rest is going to be for tomorrow. And as the brackets go on, the groups go on, the games is only going to get more intense because players and teams don't want to lose at this stage. Only one team is going to make it out of Southeast Asia, and that is the team that's going to go to Korea and play in the spring finals. Resurgence up against Renovatio II. In fact, in today's tournament, there's only 4 teams that starts with R. Resurgence, Relics, Renovatio 1, Renovatio 2. And all these 4 teams are putting up a really good fight for the top 4 spot. Currently, you're witnessing a game between the leaders of Group A right now. Like, they are both currently 3 points in. And here we go. So, waiting for the map to load up, but this is going to be Dragonshire. In terms of split lane push, would say the Zagara provides a lot of an advantage for Resurgence. A Thrall, probably rotation-centric, following up with, it's going to be Muradin Malfurion. And on this side for Dragonshire's red team, Renovatio II would say that Johanna's going to be able to clear the lane pretty well. Greymane, maybe you want to solo the top lane, but regardless of how it is, it does not look like they have got a strong early game presence. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are now loading up into Dragonshire game number 1. And on the blue team, it is going to be Resurgence out of Singapore. Vendetta going to be playing as the Zagara. Tanuki onto Malfurion. Capricorn as the Felstead. Zappy as Thrall, CW, onto that Muradin. And on the red team, it's going to be Renovatio II out of Philippines. Kaija onto the Greymane. Leamington will be playing as the Lunara. Asurai going to be playing as the Chun. 4 onto Uther. Last but not least, Jumpy Lion. Going to be your Johanna. Then in terms of talent options and build, you see that Moonburn being picked up here for Malfurion. Probably just to exert a little bit more lane pressure. And the body block against the creep just began here for RSG. Also going to be Reconstitution as well as the rolling like a, I think Rolling Thunder. Very standard build on the Thrall as well. Condemn does go down, but not very exciting. No kill just yet. Not in the best spot. Don't have the damage dealers in the vicinity. Just one Greymane will not be good enough. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, it's going to be Leamington's Lunara up against Vendetta's Zagara. And you see some assistance coming in here from the Malfurion as well as Felstead. On the top lane, though, it's going to be Chen, played by Surai, as well as Zappy's Thrall. Some rotations going out here. But clearly you can see the blue team being a lot more focused in the lanes. And in just under 6 seconds, the Shrine's going to spawn. Bottom area, Zagara a little bit of trouble right now. Felstead coming from the back. And not able to do much of a damage just yet by himself. 4 also in the vicinity, looking for the stun. Nice entangling route for the disengage build, but Vendetta is going to be able to channel up the bottom Moon Shrine. And the top Sun Shrine all of a sudden still uncontested here. Jumpy Lion mid lane. Takes a bit of a damage. Tanuki now looking for the entangling route. Nicely positioned. Jumpy Lion sidesteps it. But it seems like the damage has been done, and Johanna will go down at the end. Top lane, though, the Shrine going towards the blue team now. Bottom Shrine going towards the red. And in terms of talent options, it's going to be perfect aim. Haven't seen that for a bit, and it also looks like his natural perspective. That's expected. Night takes Pawn, Conjurer's Pursuit, a Regen Master. Very standard stuff there. Nothing too surprising. 1-0 in terms of kills here for the blue team. And the Singaporean squad already just hit level 4. We got Thunder Burn as well as Reverberation. Also going to see some extra heals here from Rampant Grove. Well, I thought Surai bottom lane getting rooted. No, actually he stopped there for a drink. And he will go down on top lane though. Zappy. Keep wanting to talk about talent options, but don't have the options. Don't have the time for that. Thrall going down on top. Feldstad now picking it up. It's definitely 100% worth it to lose the Thrall. To just trade up for a Dragonite. And Venom Spines. And you also got the Lightning Power Throw. So very standard talent options built from both sides. Nothing surprising. Looks like it's going to be a block for Chun as well. Loss of hope for Johanna. We also will see the Nimble Wisp for Lunara. Protective Shield. So utility Uther probably with clans coming in. All right, mid lane. Some damage has been done onto the structures, but Capricorn's still looking to be pretty okay. A lot of extra bursts going out already. He still has got a barrel. That's the foul stat, so not much of a worry there regardless. Jumpy Lion maybe going into the busher. Zappy and CW, they're just lying in wait. So we actually did a poll online in the chat actually, and it seems like there's a 65% popularity vote going towards Resurgence. 35% going towards Renovatio II. So also having a bit of a mic problem. Seems like I'm not the only guy with mic problems today. They're going to fix that. All right, once they're ready, they're going to resume this game. But so far, Singaporean squad, very, very good spot for them to be in. Both the Singaporean squad and the Filipino squad takes the top 2 spot in both groups respectively. Bottom area so far, you're going to see a bit of an attack on the Siege Giants interrupt here by CW's Murden. Surai again on the Fortifying Brew. A bit of a stun going down against Johanna. Not much of a trouble there just yet. Once again, change in position. All of a sudden, great dove toss from CW, and it's a kill on Chun. Also going to see the first spray going down. Kaija nearly getting caught out there by the Entangling Group, but not going to be able to pick this one up just yet. Capricorn wanted to kill this one. Lightning Rod going down. Chain Lightning coming up, but it's Iron Skin, man, just too thick. Level 7 just reached here by the blue team, Resurgence. It's going to be Seeker Weapon, as well as the increased Enduring Growth here, Duration Increment. Battle Momentum, and for Thrall, I am hoping it's going to be Wind Share though. Reduce cooldown 4 seconds on Wind Fury. Very nice pickup here at level 7. It could also be follow through. We don't know. Okay, gotta be follow through. So for a little bit more extra burst in terms of damage, Pharaoh Spirit there, Jumpy Lion getting caught out there. But still, we're gonna see the Entangling Root coming out once again. Jumpy Lion trying to pull back, but still very tanky. Unfortunately, just not enough for a kill once again. Top lane, we got Zagara. Trying to put up some form of offense/defense here. You're going to be very careful about it. Leamington, a little bit of trouble. Nice stun going down. Also going to see Nefasta drop would be a kill there. Nice kill against Lunara. And already see Zagara just applying a lot more pressure on the top lane. Unfortunately, it's not going to be the perfect stomp/sledgehammer for Murden, so you will not see a full-on aggression against structures right here. But Shrine's going to activate real soon. And blue team going for the Shrines right now. We got Asurai on Chun in the bottom area, already picking up and securing his Shrine here. Thrall, not very interested in Chun because I think he knows he cannot really pick him off yet. But top lane though, we got a fight going on. Entangling Roots coming out, not really connecting with anything. CW again with another Dove Toss, 3 versus 4 position. But Zappy in the mid lane, very nice strategy. She's just soaking up for the level 10. Hammerang coming out from Capricorn, not much of a effect right there. Top lane, this is going to switch sides to the blue team, which means that you're going to see a blue dragon shrine coming out. Zappy trying to channel this one up. Jumpy Lion just in the vicinity. And to turn around again, immediately going out against Jumpy Lion. Zagara swings by. Sundering, not the best one yet. A bit of a choke there coming out. CW also missing a stumble, but it should be enough for a kill. Mino in the backline, Tanuki already going in, and he picks up yet a so missing the stumble, but it should be enough for a kill. Mino in the backline, Tanuki already going in, and he picks up yet a second Dragonite here for the blue team. Resurgence going in against the mid lane here. This will be for CW top lane, trying to put up some form of an offense against the Lunara. Leamington taking a bit of a beating there. Nice body block from CW, but it's not enough for a kill. Dove toss back in, stunts once again, but no thunderclap. Oh, it's going to be enough at the end of the day. That's the haymaker at play, guys. Lunara did not see that coming. That haymaker damage. Ooh, that's a painful fist right there. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, the fort's definitely going down. And Tanuki is going to be able to pick this one up pretty easily. Not much of trouble here. 2 members still left in his vicinity, but he's going to be okay. Bottom area, Zappy, just setting with some area here. Will be all right as well. Bit of a greedy play from RSG. They want to make sure they pick up both forts in the mid as well as bottom lane. Surai is just being very tanky, trying to zone out the enemy as well. Jumpy line coming from the back. 4 giving chase. Want to try and pick up Zappy, but a great Pharaoh Spirit from Thrall, and he stays alive. Tanuki also, not a bad spot to be in. Gilnan Cocktail coming right out. CW going in for the fight right now. Seems like they want to peel and take out this Johanna first, but already Silent Ring splitting and fighting too. Divarma on the backline connecting on 2 as well. Also going to see the Mighty Gus push Lunara beyond salvation. Asura is definitely going down, but the other member's still going to be okay. That was a pretty massive fight at the end, and only for 1 kill on Chen. I would have to say that that's not worth it. Chen could have just popped the Storm of Fire and will be okay, but did not have that chance. Okay, so RSG now picking up yet another Siege Giant and having a bit of a 1 full level lead, almost 2 level lead right now. Zappy just saying hi, being very friendly. And on top here you see Kaija in a pretty good spot, just going for the Knights right there, the Bruiser camp. Chen in the bottom area just putting some form of defense once again. Zagara going for the Knights and the Bruiser camp in the bottom area. They need level 13 and 16 for Renovatio II. That's a late game comp. And on this side for RSG, it's not surprising that they already have the early game lead. Double Giant Killer on Thrall as well as Falstad. They are going to shred through Johanna's armor like it's nothing. Thunderstrike also getting picked up here by Murden. 20 seconds before the next shrine spawns. And they need a level 16. Or at least they need to try and get as much of a lead as possible. Now for Renovatio II, they desperately need a level 13, which is why they're clearing out the bottom area. In just under 5 seconds now, a shrine's going to spawn. Don't think they can put up a fight. 1 talent tier down. But because it's Dragon Shire, you're not really expecting big 5v5s. Most of the time, it's just skirmishes, some good rotations, and that's about it. But here, you can see the red team's just hesitating once again. They're going to have to pick up this bottom shrine. But Chen in the mid area once again, going to have to pop. Oh, God. Chen going down. Storm of Fire got denied there by the Haymaker. Would be a kill regardless there. Great timing on the Murden. Free fort on top as well. Speaking of Murden, he does have Dwarf Toss and it's still unstoppable, so he's not going to get stunned up by that. 4-man bottom lane aggression. Murden just buying a lot of time here, trying to defend this, the structures. Kaija dropping very, very low. If he has the Haymaker, it would have been a kill. Top lane, though, the trade's going to be fully effective. The fort did go down. And a bit of a port back home here by the red team. CW senses something is wrong, but will not be able to spot out anyone. Leamington applying a little bit more pressure on the Mirrodin. 15 against 13 right now. What's going to see running wall coming out. Capricorn in a really bad spot. Kaija going in for the throw, but a Mighty Gus Waltz used right there to disengage, and Capricorn's going to be okay. Top lane, though, we see Johanna in a little bit of trouble once again. Pops the Iron Skin a little bit too early. Entangler not really connecting. Tanuki picks up that one really well. Blessed Shield being used as well, but the Fair Spirit will connect as well. Line, Jumpy Lion having to pull back. There goes the Devouring Maw. That's going to do some nice overtime damage. Also going to see Banelings coming out. This is going to be a kill. A bit of an overcommitment in terms of using them all for that, but it's worth it at the end. Now they're going to have 4 versus 5, and it's important because they're going to be able to pick up this bottom shrine, which means yet another Dragonite. Storm of Fire being used already. CW now taking a bit of a damage from those pandas. No love for pandas, only love for cats by the internet, on the internet. Zappy, not a bad spot. Sundering connecting beautifully on that target. Uther's gonna go down. Chun respawns, but now 3 versus 5. And Renovatio II in a really bad spot. 3-level lead. Capricorn in front looking for the Mighty Gus. Gets in the spot there. Great Mighty Gus on 3. Also going to see the Tranquility healing up there. But Kaija going to drop in front first. And that's Lunara as well as Greymane gone. Chen gone. 3 men down. It's a 5-man team. While we got the blue team Resurgence marching to victory here. Knocking onto the bottom lane. Don't think it's going to be over so soon. But the Keep's definitely in a really bad spot right now. And they can 100% go for this one. If you look at Thrall, he also does have the Tempest Fury. And we'll hold on to replay for a bit, but red team now coming back up for some form of defense. Fort's already gone. Tanuki potting back home. There is a Felstad with Take Flight at the top lane. Let's pull out a replay before the Dragon Knight. Red team respawning already, trying to put up some form of defense on the Dragon Knight Shrine. But look at this fight here. Not the best. It's still a kill against a Surai. And that worked. That was before the fight happened. 4 versus 5, a pretty good fight there, and there we have it. Last minute pickoff. 3 men down on that count. Now we have Johanna just reclaiming the Moon Shrine. And here a fight happening a little bit. CW taking a bit of a damage there. See the Thornwood Vines coming out, some DOT going down against Murden. They need to pick up this Moon Shrine. Chen not in the best spot. Stumble did connect. Sundering as well. Oh, Zappy. That's the second bad Sundering from Zappy. Could have been a great chance for a kill there. Okay, Zappy now getting some heals. Trying to pull back out. Sustaining through the Tempest Fury. Devouring while connecting only on Chen. Tranquility already popped there. Jumpy line in a lot of trouble. Will drop. Greymane now in the back line. But there goes the Divine Shield. Capricorn all of a sudden in a really bad spot. There goes the Mighty Gus. And Falstad does go down for the trade against Greymane. And also gonna see the Haymaker counter Chen. Chen goes down for a third time effectively to the same strategy. And 3 men down. 4 gonna go down. 4 men down. Leamington, the sole survivor. 4 men down on the side of the red team, and Renovatio II getting outclassed pretty hard here. RSG looking for the Dragon Knight. Could be a game-ending moment. 25 seconds before Uther respawns. They don't have Feldstad, but he does have Take Flight. Don't think that RSG is going to risk it, but definitely they're going to go for the keep in the mid lane. We got a replay. We're going to pull it out while Zappy's just going to work on this tower right here. Real time's on the bottom left-hand corner. I'm going to have my eyes on that. Blessed Shield go down, but Zappy was able to just sustain through it. Great Tranquility, nice timing here, just healing back up to full HP, and that was it. Picking off the fight there. We're also going to go back to real time. Kaija, with Gilnean Cocktail already 15, very close to 16, needs the Concentrated Blast to do a lot more work. And desperately looking for a 4-level lead for RSG, the Filipino team now very far behind. Renovatio II still holding on. RSG 19 against 16. Going for the keep. Kaija getting a bit of a charge back on his credit card. Jumpy Lion going to secure a condemn. Unfortunately, not the best spot. There goes the lockdown. Jumpy Lion also getting rooted, but there goes the Haymaker. Mighty Gus, they're all getting thrown left, right, center, but still no kills just yet. Kaija dropping very, very low. Tranquility already being popped. Lunara dropping first. That's Lunara gone. Capricorn with a bit of a trade. Sundering in the back line now, already seeing the Chun. Losing Storm of Fire very quickly. Thrall still alive. There's a lot of damage going out. Chun respawns. Great Storm Bolt. Entangling Rook in the back line. But Tanuki dropping some extra HP now. Fortifying Brew being used by Chun. He's going to be okay. 4 with some extra heals there. Some extra lockdown against CW. But a turnaround by RSG just too fast right now. And there goes Uther. Chun again with a flying kick. Going to pull back out. Jumpy Lion swinging back in. 2 warriors, no damage. They want to pick this fight. They're going to be very careful about it. There's not much of a mana left in Tanuki, but Zappy can self-sustain. Asu right now in a lot of trouble, and Chen does go down. The respawn roulette continues on. Level 20 for RSG. Renovatio, 3-level deficit. Keep still standing. I think as long as the keep's looking good, you still have a shot in this game. That was kills after kills after kills. Alright, so level 20 just got hit here by Resurgence, and they're picking up the Stomp Talons. Look like it's going to be Epic Mount. Bolt of the Stomp on Thrall. Stomp Shield up on Malfurion. Murden undecided. Should be Hardened Shield, but for Zagara, it looks like it's also going to be be bold enough to stop. Nope, it's going to be a rewind. And look at it, Murden. Give them the X. That's extra damage and stun targets. Okay, CW with a bit of a rotation. Nice stun. He's doing a lot of work. There goes the Haymaker once again. Pickup is going to be pretty successful. Sundering goes in. Not the best one, but the fight split up in two. Nice Divine Shield onto the Greymane. Both out of stump to disengage away from the Worgen farm. With the play, see the Entangling Root just keep them in place. That's the Uther gone as well as the Greymane. Renovatio pulling back once again. Asurai on that Chen. Almost going to respawn now. Vendetta does not have Devouring Maw, but a bit of a nice AoE damage coming out from Chen as well as Johanna. Lunara with those peels. Asurai very, very low. Johanna's gone. 50 seconds before the whole team respawns. This could very well be game right here. Don't think there's anything Chen can do. And there we have it, RSG marching ahead to victory here. Game number one looking very convincing. Asurai going against Vendetta, but game one goes to RSG. And Renovatio II, they got a lot more to prove in the next two games. All right, we are gonna see if we have a replay ready. But if you look at the statistics right here, 65,000 on Thrall. Very, very nice damage there. Only one kill though. Most of the kills did come from Capricorn. Benefit of the doubt given the fact that he's a ranged hero. All right, so we have a replay. We're gonna go into it right now. Here we go. Sundering going down, connecting. Not the best. Could have been a little bit better if it did connect on Jumping Lion. Split him to the left side. That would have been a kill. But he did come back again. And this is a great Devouring Maw by Vendetta. Once again, Greymane going down as well as Uther. And this sealed the deal right here. They were able to pick up the victory from this one. Chen was trying to buy some time. There's nothing much you could really do against 5-man stack like that. I mean, both of them are just warriors, both Chen and Johanna. Lunara, DOT, damage over time. There's no burst right there. So, Core definitely going down right here. And 24 against 4. That's the final kill statistics there. 9 kills on, by Capricorn. That guy single-handedly killed almost half of the enemy squad. Very well played by Capricorn. If there's two heroes you got to put your face to, put to the face of Capricorn, it will be the Vala as well as the Feldstad. All right, we're going for a short break right now. We'll be back with game number 2 in this Group A match 3. This is Babel. Sit tight, stay tuned. We'll be back shortly. The red team, Zappi. A bit of a tricky spot to be in. Nice lockdown against Thrall, and that's the kill. Thrall already gone. Asurai now a little bit of trouble, pops the skin. But Feldstad on the side flank there. CW giving chase. Stumble connecting. And there we have another burst against the Feldstad. Effective takedown there. Zappi still no space here for him to use his Void Prison. Primarily just want to use it for disengagements, I think. That's it. It's going to be Tempest Fury as well as the Imposing Presence. Nothing too surprising. Also going to see the